YouTube channel, and happy February 1st. So I wanted to do my month wrap up for January because I read all the time, and I'm on a group on Facebook, and I do kind of like TikTok. I kind of got into it, but I just kind of wanted to profile what I'm reading and kind of find other people who read similar to me, and I just thought it would be fun to make a YouTube video about it. So welcome to my channel. I'm Kayla. I'm 25 years old. Avid reader. Just kind of started, honestly. I used to love to read when I was younger, and then of course the pandemic hit, and then I don't know, just kind of seeing some book recommendations. I was like, dang, no, like something I would want to read. So I've been reading for the last few months, and I don't know, this year 2022 I just kind of want to document it. So I'll link my TikTok down below, and my Instagram, because I do post on it a lot about what I'm reading. But yes, this is gonna be my January wrap up. I wish I would have made a video at the beginning of January, but oh well. And also this is going to be my February TBR. So honestly, for the month of January, and my goal for 2022 was just to read some of the books that I already owned on my bookcase, because I had a lot of books that I bought from Amazon and thrift books that was piling up, and I was getting other books and I wasn't reading them. So I was like, okay, Kayla, before you buy any more books, read your books. That didn't happen, but I am happy to say I am getting through my TBR. I did buy some books, but I'm getting through my TBR. So for the month of January, surprisingly, I only have 4 books. No, 5 books on my TBR. But I think I ended up reading like 15 or 16. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a ridiculous number. But I do want to go through them. So the books that were on my physical TBR, the books that I already owned and I didn't need to go and buy, were Heartstopper Volume 4. This series, y'all, I love this series. It is a graphic novel. It chronicles the life of Nick and Charlie. They're just young high schoolers falling in love. Charlie does have some, so please look up the trigger warnings, because Charlie does have some OCD, some eating disorder, and Nick just loves him. Nick just loves him and is trying to be there for him. And I don't know, it's a high school new age telling of a male on male romance, and I just liked it. It's a quick read. That's why I kind of really like them. I don't know, it just is a happy read. Like if you read a lot of romances or dark romances, or if you read too much of any genre, sometimes you just want to switch it up, and this is one of those books where I just love to add into my mixes sometimes because they make me happy. It's a quick read, takes me maybe an hour or two, and yeah. Next book on my TBR. This has been on my TBR for a while. This was one of the first books I bought when I got back into reading. I just hadn't read it yet, but it's Cinderella is Dead. It is, I guess, a YA fantasy kind of book. It's kind of, I won't say it's a retelling of Cinderella. I'm not going to go into any details either. This is going to be a spoiler-free review, but I'm going to give you, 5 stars. This will be spoiler free because I hate it when people spoil stuff for me, but this just follows Sophia, which this is Sophia's life. She does live where Cinderella was a real princess. Her story truly happened, and this chronicles 200 years later. Cinderella is dead, and what the women in the kingdom are going through and what they're facing, and it just follows Sophia's life. I love this book. Honestly, I liked it more than I thought I would like it. Some of the twists, I'm glad that they happened, because I was like, whoa. So I didn't think I would like this book after I bought it. I don't know why. I just tried to start it like 2 or 3 times, but I never could get into it. For some reason this year, like I said, I wanted to go through my physical TBR, so I just kind of sat down. I let myself get about 100 pages in, and after about 100 pages, I was hooked. I won't give away any spoilers at all. I was gonna say some things that you can read on the back of it, which is she meets this woman named Constance. It's a good book. I will say it is a good book. It is a new young adult romance story, and it kind of goes back into like the fairy tale thing and Prince Charming, and I don't know, I loved it. I won't give away too much. If y'all want spoilers, just let me know. I'll spoil it in the comment section, but I don't want to spoil it in the video in case anybody wants to read it. So 5 stars. Actually, 4.5 stars. Then I finished up the off-campus series, 5 stars. I mean, my favorite couple is Dean and Allie, but everybody else is Garrett Graham and Hannah Wellesley. So this one is Tucker and Sabrina's story first to go. Y'all, look how it's sent to me. I have every other one in this kind of cover, and then I got this one, and I'm just like, this will not look good on my bookcase. So I had to order the skinny version from L. Kennedy's merch website, which is okay. It just takes forever for her to ship things, so I'm waiting on this regular cover to come in, like the cover like this that I want, the glossy cover, and then I'm gonna put this one in my little free library. But Tucker, and let me go into detail. Tucker and Sabrina, beautiful. Didn't think I would like the story as much as I did. Sabrina is such a strong woman, independent. So it was good to see her let the little country Southern Tucker come in and just be that rock that she needed. And Tucker made me mad, but I'm glad Sabrina held her ground. And 5 stars. That's all I gotta say. Like, the hype around the off-campus series is truly worth it to me. So, I mean, you just gotta form your own opinion, because sometimes I take what people are saying about books and I kind of let it deteriorate me from wanting to read them, and then I'm always like, girl, why did you read that? Okay, and then the last one was the epilogue of all their stories, all 4 couples, and let me tell y'all, beautiful. Let me read the back. It says 4 stories, 4 couples, 3 years of real life after graduation, a wedding, a proposal, an elopement, and a surprise pregnancy. I will say though, I wish they would have went more into Logan and Allie's story. They kind of shorted Logan and Allie, but it's okay. Everybody else was great. Logan and Allie, I mean, you still got the ending that you wanted, but it's just like, make the book about 50 pages longer and get them some more. 5 stars. And then the last book that was on my January TBR was Twice in a Blue Moon by Christina Lauren. This follows Tate and Sam. Tate is like the daughter, and I'm not spoiling anything, you can look it up. Tate is like the daughter of a very famous actor of our time, and her mom takes her away and puts her in hiding for some reasons. And then she meets this boy on her 18th birthday trip to London named Sam. She falls for him, she tells him her secret, and then a day later Sam's gone and everybody in the world knows her secret. So it just kind of goes through it and show you her 18-year-old falling in love, and then they meet up 14 years later. Twice in a Blue Moon. Beautiful story. I love that this is a love story, but it's not just Sam and Tate's love story. I'm gonna just put it there. I definitely would read this because it does hit on a little bit of bigger topics in the world, but I still keeping it kind of cute though. So I really love Christina Lauren. They're probably one of my favorite authors. Honestly, I will probably have all of their books by the time, you know, they bring out more books. I already have like 5 of their books. They're just, everything they read to me is a 5-star read just because I love it. Sometimes I expect the endings, sometimes I don't. I wasn't expecting this one, the twist to be the twist, but I mean, it was pretty good. Some of it was like, okay, I knew that was gonna happen. Some of it wasn't. So those were the books that were on my TBR for January. I definitely read more books than that. So on my Kindle, I'm gonna show you on my iPad just because my Kindle's black and white. But yeah, on my Kindle, I read the entire Maid series. So The Sweetest Oblivion I read, which was amazing. Y'all, Nico and Elena, oh my God, okay. This is like mafia romance trilogy by Danielle Lori. I think she's a controversial author. Just do your research before you decide to read any books. I personally was okay with it and wanted to read the book. That doesn't mean I necessarily agree with everything the author agrees with. She just makes good books, so make your own judgment. But Nico, and then The Maddest Obsession, y'all. Oh my gosh, just come on, read the whole series. I'm not gonna go into detail about all of them, Ronan, but read the whole series, okay? Because they're standalones, but they tie in and it just make you happy. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm done right there. The next book I read was the Devil series. Okay, so I saw this book on freaking TikTok. There is nothing anywhere about this book, so I'm not going to be the person who puts all the details about these duology out there, the Devil and the Devil's Advocate. I'm not going to put nothing out there. It is definitely a dark, crazy romance. They have some crazy, like a whole bunch of different tag genres. So, I mean, just be careful. Do your reading before, you know, definitely look more into it before you read on it, because there's definitely some crazy tropes in this book. I was so freaking addicted. I read both these books in one day just because they're pretty short reads, maybe like 250 pages each, but this was so good. I just randomly was going through TikTok one day and I saw something about it, and people were like, oh yeah, they never really say what's this book about. And then like on the back of the physical copies, there's not much going on them. I'm definitely gonna buy these books. The May series was a whole 5-star read. The Devil Advocate, 5-star read. Regretting You by Colleen Hoover was another book that I read in the month on my Kindle Unlimited. This follows a mother and daughter, and oh my God, Clara, I want to slap her sometimes. Like, I just felt, I don't know, I felt connected to these characters in a way that I didn't think that I would. It follows a mother and daughter, like I said, in their journey through life after a tragic event happens. It's Colleen Hoover, so you already know, and just how they move forward. It wrecked me. I wish she would have read the letters. That's all I'm gonna say, but it wrecked me. The twist in this book, my best guy friend, he knows how Colleen Hoover is. Every time I start a book, I have to tell somebody about these books. And it's like nobody around me reads. My friends aren't into reading. So it's not like I can just, you know, call somebody up and tell them. I always tell him. And he's always like, is that the one with the ball? And I'm like, yes, this happened. So this was a very good 5-star read for me. It does chronicle, like I said, mother-daughter relationship, but it also chronicles love too, and just kind of love lost. It's a beautiful read. Definitely gonna give it 5 stars. And my iPad died. That's fine. I'm gonna finish telling you about the books that I read. Lingus by Mariana Zapata was the last book that I read on my Kindle this month. So good. It follows Robbie Lingus and Kat. He is an adult film star that she falls in love with. Slow burn, but I love their relationship. I love that that's like a friends to lovers type of deal. I don't like when people just jump in, but friends to lovers, give it to me. So 2 more physical books that I read this month were There Are No Saints by Sophia Lark. I do have There Is No Devil that I'm gonna put on my next TBR, but There Are No Saints by Sophia Lark. Fire. Oh my God. Mara and Cole. Mara's a little stupid though. I will say that. I'm sorry. I just have to be that person. Like some of the choices she be making, I'm like, girl, really? Be smarter. But it's an artist. I mean, I don't know. 5 stars. Read it. Make your own interpretation. I do have the discreet new covers. It's just what I like. And then Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. I read this on yesterday as well. I got through 2 books yesterday. I was off work and reading, so I read Reminders of Him yesterday, and I read Lingus by Mariana Zapata. Reminders of Him was really good. It follows Kenna Ronan, who returns to a town after something happened 5 years later, and she just wants a relationship with her daughter. Ledger made me so mad, but then I loved Ledger, but then he made me mad, but then I loved him again, and I hated Scotty's parents. It's just a whole, my emotions did this the whole 5-star read. I just felt so bad for Kenna, because imagine going through the worst thing in your life and people keep reminding you of it, you know. Of course, she could have made some different choices, but you know, we're young. So I actually read 2 more books by Kiera Andres, I believe. I'm gonna link it down below. Kiss and Cry and Only One Bed. Those are 2 like figure skater male romances. I just needed a quick catch me up, get my heart back pumping after reading Regretting You by Colleen Hoover, because that was an emotional book. Like, I don't cry in books, but I do get emotional, and I'm like, whoa, I kind of need to take a break on reading. So I read those 2 books. Those are cute and short Kindle Unlimited books that just kind of got me back into wanting to read, put more happiness in me. So, and then I tried to read Us again. It's also Kindle Unlimited book. Couldn't get into it. That was the only DNF I did this month, and I really hate DNF in books, but it was about, I got like maybe 70 to 80 pages in. The story was just too fast, too hard to follow, and I just didn't connect with the characters. And if I don't connect with the characters, it'll make me go into a reading slump. And like after I DNF'd it, I didn't read for like a day or two after that. Until I picked up something that I did like. So if I don't really want to get through a book, I'm not gonna force myself to. I feel like that takes all the fun out of reading. So yeah, that was what I read in January. Honestly, this video is so long, longer than I expected it to be. My February TBR is gonna be an entirely different book, entirely different video, just because again, a lot of the books that I do plan on reading in February are gonna be physical books. So yeah. Drinking, 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 drink. Some